that time is now.
This is my message to you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the Boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Welcome to the Evolve Cable and Wireless business with a fresh look and solutions that empower you.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
TT, the official ground transport provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under-14 Challenge Series coordinators hosted in Trinidad and Tobago. The Caribbean Football Union would like to thank the Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, Powerade, Subway, and Blue. Scan this app now and take our spectator survey for a chance to win a special merchandise package. Prizes include Sport TT Notepad, Visit Trinidad drawstring bag, I Choose Sport t-shirts, and more. Scan this app now. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dwight York Stadium for this first of 2 semi-final clash matches here in the Caribbean Football Union Under-14 Challenge Series. I'm your host, Richard Goddard, and this is the beautiful Dwight York Stadium located in Bacolod, Tobago. Lots of football action here this afternoon. Our first match of the evening, Jamaica, the team that plays first in the Tobago zone, versus Puerto Rico, the team that plays second in the Trinidad zone. We expect this match to be full of action and full of entertainment. Both teams doing very well in their respective groupings. Jamaica, of course, showcasing themselves as the top team in the Tobago zone group, where they won every match. And Puerto Rico coming in second in their grouping in Trinidad. It is beautiful weather here at the Dwight York Stadium. Some would say partly cloudy, some would say clear skies. Nonetheless, the temperatures are probably very comfortable, maybe about 28 degrees outside, 29 degrees. It's not that windy. And we have the starting lineup for Jamaica. We'll go with Marco Dean Spence, the goalkeeper. Number 1. Number 7, Tevin Savage, he's the captain. Number 3, Kyle Hussey. Number 4, Aldiano Walters. Number 5, Rojon Small. Number 9, the big man, Carlondo Morris. Number 10, Davion Clark. Number 11, Kevon Holloway. Number 12, Kenrick Brown. Number 14, Kelvin O'Brown. And number 17, Javier Henry. The coach for Jamaica, Andrew Pert. The assistant coach, Louis Purser.
Matches of the CFU Under 14 Challenge Series. Please.
And now we take a look at the team for Puerto Rico. First time we're going to be seeing them in Tobago. The number 12, Martin Perez Colon, he's the goalkeeper. Number 10, Luis Miguel Rodriguez Torres, he's the captain. Number 2, Mateo Sanchez Esquerra. Number 3, Hayden Ame. Number 5, Elian Efrain Feliz. Number 6, Sebastian Rivera. Number 8, Miguel Coriano Alvarez. Number 9, Fabian Salz Diaz. Number 17, Antonio Martinez. Number 19, Wilfredo Reyes Rivera. And number 20, Sebastian Huntley Ulian. The head coach of Puerto Rico, Andres Mirabelli, the assistant coach, lefty Antonio Milan. And now we have the national anthems of Puerto Rico and Jamaica. The national anthems of Jamaica and Puerto Rico.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's
The officials for this match: Majors Emery, the head referee; Brewster Odile, Ramsrup Sash, those are his assistants; And the fourth official, Napoleon Renly.
Number 5, Rajon
Jamaica
Number 9, Calondo
will be wearing
10,
their
Clark,
gold kit, gold top, if I'm correct, and green shorts.
12, Henry
And
Brown,
Cuba and Puerto Rico, sorry, they will be wearing
17,
what is essentially a
Henry,
light blue
head coach, Andrew
top
Bird.
and white shorts.
And now for Puerto Rico, in goal, number 12,
This promises to be a very entertaining match, as I've said before.
Captain, number 10,
Both teams making it out of their groups,
Rodriguez Torres. Number
and they
2,
would have done very, very well
Esquera.
to get here.
3, Jardine
Puerto Rico
Lee.
becoming one of the
Lil Feliz. Number 6,
up-and-coming nations in CONCACAF,
8,
and Jamaica
Alvarez.
firmly established
Fabian
as one of the top teams in CFU,
Antonio Martinez.
and definitely one of the top performing countries
Rivera.
in football
Number 20,
in CONCACAF.
Sebastian Julien. Team is being
The
coached
captains,
by Andreas
Savage
Belli.
and Torres, doing greetings. Referee
Officials for this afternoon match, referee Amori,
Amori,
Pages, and he's been assisted
doing his
by
job,
Miguel
making sure to
Busta,
talk to the captains to inform them of
Ransaru, and fourth official,
how the game is going to
Rene
be
Napoleon.
and what he expects of the
Match
teams.
coordinator for this afternoon's match is
He's done taking the toss up,
Alex Francis.
and we know these young boys are very excited of this match. You can sense both teams wanted to get on with it probably before the match even started. Cuba, after winning their group, they would have journeyed to Tobago, and I'm sure the coaching staff of Cuba, Coach Mirabelli, would have done his homework in making sure that Puerto Rico is well prepared. Jamaica, well, their toughest test was against Trinidad and Tobago, but you have to admit it wasn't necessarily the toughest test. Jamaica coming out 2-0 winners, but in reality it could have been much, 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 much worse for Trinidad and Tobago. The officials are ready. Puerto Rico just getting themselves organized on the field. And the match is off. Again, Puerto Rico in what would look like the blue top and white shorts. Jamaica in their gold and green pants. Jamaica on the move already. Holloway gets a corner kick. Very early in this match, in the first minute, Jamaica taking it to Puerto Rico. We would have seen hints of that when they played against St. Kitts and Nevis and Trinidad and Tobago. But here they are. This is a semi-final. The corner kick. And it's cleared out. Headed back in. But that was an opportunity for Kelvin Brown. He just did not connect on it. Both teams trying to get settled as quickly as possible. It will be a case of which team is able to put the ball down and do what they want to do. Jamaica moving this ball around to Small. Holloway. Holloway to Henry, who moves the ball on the opposite side of the field. The shot! It wasn't a bad effort. From some distance. It was a good strike, but it went over the crossbar, but there was a lot of power behind it. Puerto Rico with the goal kick. And here we see the shot from Kenrick Brown. And Puerto Rico with a quick restart. Alvarez. That was Henry. That pass is played forward by Kenrick Brown. And it looks the goalkeeper for Puerto Rico, Martin Perez Colon, seemed to have gotten a little bit of a knock. It looked as though when Carlando Morris went in, and we see the replay, it was a ball literally on the edge. And I think that was an inadvertent knee to the head. Wasn't very intentional, at least it didn't look that way. So early in the match, the goalkeeper for Puerto Rico, Colon, is being attended to by the medics of Team Puerto Rico. As much as it was an inadvertent knee, it's still a knee to the head, and it's what the referee is supposed to do. He's supposed to stop the match since it's a head injury. But we get the game restarted. Colon looks to be okay. And the battle in the midfield continues. Small. That wasn't the best pass by Small. And the ball is out pretty much right in front of the Jamaica bench. Goes up for a throw-in to Jamaica. Holloway. And that ball goes out of bounds. And it's a throw-in to Puerto Rico. Esquerra with the throw-in. So far, Jamaica seemed the more settled of the teams. Holloway. Small. Trying to get Morris involved. He hasn't been able to, no one's been able to get Morris involved as yet. And that's a shot from Savage. But it was a simple collect for goalkeeper Colon. And it's one back again by Jamaica. But here we have, for the first time on the ball, really, the captain, Torres. Seeing, he went back and calmed the game down a bit for Puerto Rico. And here's Torres on the ball. He plays a good-looking ball to Diaz. Diaz with the cross, the header. And that was some good defensive work by Small. And it goes out for a corner kick. It's the first corner kick of the match for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico showing some signs of life after Jamaica pretty much had the majority of the play for the first 6 minutes or so. Jamaica will be very wary of Puerto Rico. The corner is to be taken. It's played in. It's an in-swinger. The header. And it goes just wide of the post. Puerto Rico showing some signs of life. It was their first foray into the Jamaica half, where they were able to have some level of possession. Puerto Rico working to keep some more possession, but they've given it away to Clark. Clark goes into a challenge, goes into two. He comes out on the wrong end of it. And that's a foul against Clark. Davion Clark, one of the more prolific players on this Jamaica team. But Puerto Rico now has an opportunity to maybe cause the Jamaica defense a bit of trouble. They did it from the corner a little while ago. And that's overhit. But Puerto Rico showing that they could put that ball into the box, into the penalty area. And if they continue doing that, Jamaica will have something to think about as this match goes on. Puerto Rico applying some good pressure. Oh, that's some good play. This is an opportunity here. And the header out of bounds by Kelvin O'Brown. It looks like Puerto Rico did a bit of homework. They were able to stop Jamaica from playing themselves out of the back. A quick counter-attack. Diaz trying to get that ball across. And it was a good header by Kelvin O'Brown. It's a corner kick. It's the second corner kick in the last 2 minutes or so for Puerto Rico. That's a good in-swinging corner. No one's got it. And it's cleared off the line. The shot back in. And the referee doesn't call anything on that. Yes, he does call it now. Puerto Rico looking very dangerous. It was a beautifully flighted cross from that corner, and Jamaica was not able to deal with it very well. And we look at the foul. Didn't get him. There was no attempt to injure, at least. The Jamaica player didn't really get touched, but it was dangerous play. Hussey doing some good work. Clark. And Puerto Rico making sure they keep tabs on every Jamaica player. Morris trying to get that ball over to Hussey. Rivera with that header. Holloway. And there comes in. I think that looked like Rivera again. Puerto Rico. Oh, that's an interesting ball to Rivera. There's Rivera. And some good defending by Kelvin O'Brown for a throw into Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, after having to maybe figure out themselves for the first 5 or 6 minutes, they have been a bit on the front foot against this Jamaica team. And the clearance from Jamaica. And it's a foul in what could be a very interesting position, seeing the dynamics of this match so far. Jamaica seem to have found themselves not dealing with these crosses into the box. I'm sure Puerto Rico, based on how they're playing, they have studied Jamaica and seem to have a bit of a formula. Here's the free kick to be taken. It's up in the air. It's just not on target. The goalkeeper, Spence, collecting. But again, there are some frailties that are being seen by Puerto Rico. Hussey. It's a foul against Puerto Rico. Jamaica may be taken aback a bit by the play of Puerto Rico. Oh, that was a good ball, but Small wasn't able to deal with it. And it's a throw into Puerto Rico. And that's a bit of a misplaced pass by the number 6, Sebastian Rivera. And that's another foul in a somewhat similar position, maybe about maybe 5 or 10 meters away from where the last free kick was. This free kick, everyone's leaving it except for Fabian Salz Diaz. Left-footed strike. And this one was a bit more comfortably dealt with. And that's a ball to Savage. Is he going to be able to get there? The goalkeeper, Colon, does well. Jamaica really finding it difficult to deal with the pressure that Puerto Rico have been putting on them from the start of this match. And it's a free kick to Jamaica. And the referee, probably rightfully so, just telling both teams to maybe calm it down just a bit. Kevin O'Brown trying to get that ball to Holloway. And this is an opportunity for Puerto Rico. Reyes Rivera drawing the foul. And it's another free kick to Puerto Rico. This time a bit closer to the goal. They've really forced Jamaica back a bit. They've forced them to defend and to win. They've won a few free kicks and corners, and every time they've done it, they've had Jamaica trying to almost seemingly in a bit of a panic sometimes as to how to deal with it. Referee Amari having a conversation with everyone. Here's a free kick, and it's well dealt with, well held on to by Spence. Spence looking for the quick counter attack. Morris, Colando Morris. Oh, and that's a great tackle. That's a very good tackle. Textbook. You couldn't ask for something better. And if I'm correct, that's the captain getting back to make that tackle. And he comes across. And there's an injured player player down. Very close to the penalty area for Puerto Rico. That's Carlando Morris. It was a crunching tackle he ended up in. But I believe it was from the captain, Luis Miguel Rodriguez. Yep, it was the captain, and it was a clean tackle. At least judged by the referee. Yes. Rodriguez Torres. A very, very essential player on this Puerto Rico team. In fact, he's been seen doing some of the work, getting the ball forward, and just as you saw in that replay, he made it back and literally had what is called the textbook tackle. He got the ball. He may have gotten a bit of Morris as well, but it's the referee's call on the field, and the referee said it was a clean tackle. So you have to live with that. It's a beautiful evening here at the Dwight York Stadium. Fantastic weather. And both teams are very competitive here in this match. We're into the 19th minute of the match. It's still Jamaica 0, Puerto Rico 0. And Jamaica with a good start, and Puerto Rico, oh, that's a good bit of skill. Nice turn. But here comes Jamaica back. Small. Gets it into Holloway. Holloway. Moving that ball around. Kenrick Brown. The cross. And it was a bit misjudged. I think Carlando Morris was expecting it to maybe drop a little bit sooner. It went over his head. It's a goal kick for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico trying to bring this ball out. It's with Efrain Feliz. Plays that ball down the side. Reyes Rivera has the ball. He's in a bit of a challenge, and that's a good ball into the middle of the field. The ball's with number 8, Alvarez, and the cross, and it's a fantastic save. Marco Dean Spence. He had to get there. The number 9, Diaz, was breathing down his neck. Here we see the ball played in, and that was some very good, very confident, and very brave goalkeeping by Spence. It was a beautiful ball played in by Alvarez. And Diaz, he got there before Spence, but Spence did some fantastic work in blocking off the shot. He's down, he's getting treatment that I'm sure Jamaica will be thanking him for that magnificent save. As I've been saying, Jamaica had the majority of the play for the first 6 minutes or so, and then Puerto Rico just seemed to turn it on a bit, and they took over the possession aspect of this match. Jamaica have been pretty unsettled since. They're trying to rebound a bit, but it's becoming some hard work for them. Henry looking to push through. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. Is there going to be a shot? No, Savage was not able to get past the defender for Puerto Rico. And here's the captain, Torres, with a good ball. And it's played out of touch by Spence, who did get a knock, but he seems to be fine. But this game is proving to be a very, very, very interesting game indeed. Puerto Rico not backing down from Jamaica at all. Especially when it comes to these rounds. The throw-in. Jamaica trying to deal with it. The ball played inside. And that was Hussey with a touch. Holloway has to come all the way back. And the clearance by Esquerra. Esquerra looking for someone. He doesn't get it. Holloway. And that's a good ball to Henry. Henry looking to switch the play. And that pass just wasn't to anyone. And Jamaica lose the ball pretty cheaply. And here comes Puerto Rico again. Savage. And it's another giveaway by Jamaica. But here comes Jamaica through Clark. Tries to get it to Holloway. Holloway chasing it down. And that ball is played out by Efrain Feliz. But it's a throw into Jamaica deep in the half of Puerto Rico. And it's here on this near side. That's a tough challenge here and out of bounds. It's a throw into Puerto Rico. And that was simply based on the pressure that was placed on the number 5, Small. Henry, that ball was almost through by Torres. Savage decides to take a run down the right side. He has some room. It's a cross. And it's played out of bounds. It's a corner kick to Jamaica. The captain taking up the role and driving his team forward because they've really been under a bit of pressure in this match. Puerto Rico seemingly have figured out a way to nullify the Jamaica press, the Jamaica counterattacks, and the possession. Here comes the cross, the header, and Morris just gets it off target. And it's a goal kick to Puerto Rico. We're into the 26th minute of this, the Caribbean Football Union Under-14 Challenge Series. This is the first semi-final in the Tier 1 category between Jamaica and Puerto Rico. Here comes Puerto Rico, making a move forward. And it's a lost possession. Holloway does well to get the ball to Kenrick Brown. Gets it to his captain. Savage. Tevin Savage, the captain of Jamaica. And the ball is cleared. But here comes Jamaica again. Small. Clark wins it back. Gets it to Morris. But Morris is well defended. And It's a pretty needless foul, but you have to say it's a foul of frustration. And Calando Morris gets the first booking of the match. Yellow card. A tackle against Efrain Feliz. And that was seemingly out of frustration. Nothing else. It's a pretty cheap yellow card to collect at this course of the match. The free kick. Headed out by Jamaica. Hussey plays it down the line. Morris. He's able to turn. He uses that big body. Calando Morris still going. He tries to play that ball in for Clark. Clark wasn't really in a position to receive. And it's out for a throw-in on the far side. Jamaica seemingly picking up the pace. The cross. That's a good header out by Esquerra. But here's an opportunity. Holloway. Savage. And that cross goes well out of bounds for a goal kick. Jamaica trying to work in Morris. We know what he can do once he gets, once he's able to turn. It's very difficult for any defender to stop him. But so far, the Puerto Rico defense has stood up to whatever Jamaica has thrown against them in this match. That's a good header. Small. Hussey doing a lot of work here. And just like what was done a few minutes ago by Puerto Rico, Hussey did it for Jamaica. Small. Henry gets that ball out to Kenrick Brown, and it's a misplaced pass by Jamaica. And the score remains 0-0. Just a reminder, these matches are 70 minutes in duration. Of course, 70 minutes plus stoppage time. 35 minutes a half. And the general rule has been each player must play 70 minutes of football. And you would think by now that most teams would have done that. And they're allowed to make 9 substitutions. That's a good turn. But the referee calls no foul. Clark. And that's a poor pass by Clark. And truth is, if that pass hadn't gotten through, Sal's Diaz would have been judged offside, at least in an offside position. Morris. Hussey. Clark. Gets it to Holloway. Holloway does well. The cross, it goes a bit long. And Savage is able to keep it in. That's a good cross! And it's a shot off the post by Morris. The first real attempt by Jamaica on target. A beauty of a cross by Savage. He was able to keep that ball in bounds. Morris got to it. He got a toe. He needed to get just a bit more. That ball hit the post and went out of bounds. It was a goal kick for Puerto Rico, but the warning signs are there. This is a dangerous ball. And what's going to happen here? Is this going to be the goal? We're going to see what the referee calls. It was a clash of bodies with what looked like Spence. He's down. He's down for the second time today. It was a brilliant ball. Diaz and Spence clashing. I think that's the second time they actually ending up meeting each other for this half. I think the first time it was a fantastic save by Spence. And the referee, it seems as though he will be given a foul. No, wait. Got to see what the referee's saying. This is going to be an interesting decision. And it's a yellow card to Spence. And we're still not really sure exactly what the final call is. It looked as though the referee called for a free kick. Is that what it is? No, it's a penalty. It is a penalty kick to Puerto Rico. We are into the 34th minute of the match. Well, on the replay, it will be interesting to see that replay again, because it did look like the defender got a touch onto it. But nonetheless, referee Amori has made his determination. It's a penalty to Puerto Rico. And it's a goal. Wilfredo Reyes Rivera puts it into the back of the net. It is 1-0 to Puerto Rico in the 35th minute. The up-and-coming Caribbean nation of Puerto Rico in football. Reyes Rivera, calm, cool, collected. He sent Spence the wrong way. That was a well-taken penalty. And Puerto Rico are up 1-0 against Jamaica. The fourth official showing 1 minute of stoppage time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official on the sideline.
Jamaica, I don't think they've conceded a goal for the entire tournament. That would be the first goal they would have conceded at all. And mind you, that was against the backdrop of a miss by Calando Morris a few minutes previous. Puerto Rico, they will want to go in with this lead. It's an interesting ball, and it's a free kick against Puerto Rico. In an interesting position. It's in a position where Puerto Rico would have been causing Jamaica quite a bit of issues earlier in the first half. We are already into stoppage time. It's all up to the referee when he's going to determine this half is over. But Puerto Rico has to defend the lead. Jamaica looking to get this goal back. They've been pushed quite hard in this match. Clark to take the free kick. There are lots of bodies kind of towards the back post. Clark floats it in. And it's a foul against Jamaica. And this could well be the last kick of the ball in this half. Puerto Rico really earning the right to be in the semifinal, this Tier 1 semifinal. And that's a header by Henry. Trying to be good. Jamaica, sorry, playing this ball down. That's a good turn. Jamaica trying to get one more attack. They haven't, outside of the opportunity from Morris a few minutes ago, just before the goal, they haven't really been able to get what they're looking for. And that ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in. But that's the halftime whistle. Jamaica scoring in the 35th minute of the first half. A penalty after a bit of a clash between the goalkeeper and Sals Diaz. Jamaica have kind of been on the back foot for a good portion of this match. Puerto Rico seemingly have done their homework. They haven't been able to deal with these crosses or corners. And here's an opportunity, but Puerto Rico strong in defense. But this is the goal, penalty, scored by number 19, Wilfredo Reyes Rivera. And you might have to say that was a well-deserved goal from Puerto Rico. They've been challenging, they've been poking, they've been prodding. They've had opportunities, and they finally took one. We will return in a short bit for the second half of this Tier 1 semi-final between Jamaica and Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico up at halftime, 1-0. Stay tuned, more to come. And we're back at the Dwight York Stadium for more action in this Tier 1 semi-final. Substitution being made. Number 11, Kevon Holloway is off. And the number 20, Kelvin DJ Brown is on. The restart of the match by Jamaica. Kind of a bit of a picture of how the Jamaicans have played in this match. They've been challenged quite a bit by this Puerto Rico team. Morris with a ball played across. And it's with Brown. And Morris had an opportunity. The cross by Savage. And Puerto Rico gets it away from the area. That's a good turn by Diaz, but he loses the ball. But needlessly given away. Puerto Rico keeping that ball. And Alvarez kicks that out of bounds. Jamaica with both Morris and Brown on the field. They'll be looking for a bit more physical presence. Oh, and this is an opportunity. Brown, DJ Brown. And that's well defended by Puerto Rico. They're going to have their hands full if that combination gets going. And the pass is played to Savage. Can Savage get to it? He does. But it goes out of bounds. The assistant putting up his flag. And it's a goal kick for Puerto Rico. So far, Puerto Rico have been able to hold their own in this match. Martinez with the ball. He has no pressure on him. Has all day to play that pass. And Martinez will go chasing after this one, but it goes to the goalkeeper, Colon, who is more than prepared to waste a bit of time in this match, this half. He has to be a bit aware that that could be a little bit of a tricky situation. He doesn't want to put himself in that. Henry spreads the ball on the far side for Small. Small overhits this one. And again, Colon has to take some care in his time wasting. The referee can call him out on it. The captain, Torres, and he wins it back. Torres, a tough player to play against. That's a good ball to Alvarez. Alvarez gets his ball to Rivera. And Julian tackled hard by the captain, Savage. And he's going to go into the box. Yellow card for Savage. It was a crunching tackle, to be honest. And the referee really and truly had no choice but to pull out the yellow card. The replay again. He was late. He was very late. And the free kick to be taken by Wilfredo Reyes Rivera, the man that scored the penalty in the 35th minute. Jamaica have seemed uncertain on dealing with these crosses. That's a good ball in. That's a very needed header. And Jamaica clears their lines, but it's well defended by Puerto Rico. Hussey overcommits. Captain Torres, comfortable, calm, cool, collected. The ball goes out of bounds, but in this case it's in the Jamaican half, and Puerto Rico wouldn't mind that at all. Morris tried to play that pass to his captain Savage, didn't get through. Clark moves the ball. It gets to Henry. Small. And played out of bounds by Esquerra. It's a deep cross. Morris not getting on the end of it. And that ball is played out and is kept in by Reyes Rivera. It's a good bit of combination play with Alvarez. Reyes Rivera. He loses the ball, but his teammates are there to back him up. Jaime with a good pass across. Gets it to Rivera. And that's a very good tackle by Hussey, but he gives the ball away immediately. That's some good work by Rivera. Jamaica defending deep in their half. And it's cleared to Clark. Clark looking to get that ball to his captain on the near side. He gets it to Morris. Morris being hounded by Antonio Martinez. It's a throw-in for Jamaica. Maybe about 20 meters away from the corner flag on this near side. Henry plays a tough ball to Hussey. No, that was to Clark. Now it's Hussey. DJ Brown. Jamaica forced to go back. Puerto Rico defending for their lives. It's a dangerous ball played in. The defender Martinez would have gotten a touch onto it. He needed to get that touch. Carlando Morris was waiting for the opportunity. He has the ball here. Jamaica trying to find a way. Puerto Rico, their defense has been stubborn. And that ball was played off the chest of the captain, Luis Miguel Rodriguez Torres. There are two players down for Puerto Rico. Torres is up. There's a player inside the Puerto Rico penalty box who has to be attended to. But Puerto Rico has been very stubborn against this Jamaica team. There's a substitution being made. Frame coming on. Jaden Frame. And off is the captain, Tevin Savage. Jamaica probably reworking their strategy a bit. They've had a very difficult time breaking down this Puerto Rico team. They've tried multiple ways. The closest they would have gotten Jamaica would have been a cross by the now substituted Savage in the first half, late in the first half, that got to Morris, and he was just able to put it on the post. The cross. And Frame is already in and involved in the Jamaican attack. It's a throw-in on the far side. And a substitution being made for Puerto Rico. The number 2, Esquerra, he's off. And the number 13, Ian Ruiz Cedeño, he is on. Clark. And that cross high over the crossbar, goal kick for Puerto Rico. We are just about in to the 47th minute of the match. This Tier 1 semi-final between Jamaica and Puerto Rico. Jamaica down 1-0 via a 35th minute penalty kick. The goal scored by Wilfredo Reyes Rivera. Jamaica trying to settle themselves down. Puerto Rico posing a real problem. They haven't been able to penetrate. And it's a foul against Jamaica. Puerto Rico not allowing Jamaica the spaces afforded to them in previous matches. That was a very good tackle by Rivera. A foul against Jamaica. You have to watch and think. They're beginning to look at this match in a completely different context. Clark fouled. And that's literally almost right on the center circle. Hussey tries to play one in with his left. Doesn't get it in. He's still battling away. And it is a throw-in to Jamaica. Clark to Hussey. Kenrick Brown. It was a good turn, but Henry lost control of the ball. Frame. He has it. He's tackled. And he tried to play that ball into Brown. Brown with the cross. And collected by goalkeeper Colon. And it's still 1-0 to Puerto Rico. Jamaica trying to find a way through this very, very, very tough Puerto Rico defense. As I said, they probably would have done a bit of their homework. And in the first half, they definitely showed exactly what they wanted to do. Brown. Oh, that's a good opportunity. Is this going to be the goal? Brown looking for it. He passes to Hussey. Brown again. The shot. And it's blocked. Puerto Rico holding themselves. The cross again. And it's a corner kick. You would think Brown would have taken that shot as quickly as possible. He had opportunities Maybe he was looking and just saw bodies in front of him. But he took the shot. Well, he didn't take the shot. He played it off. And nothing came out of it. It was a golden opportunity for Jamaica. And the player he has to walk off. It looks like the number 6, Sebastian Rivera. But nonetheless, it's a corner kick to Jamaica. They seem to be getting a bit closer and closer. Puerto Rico almost seemingly trying to defend themselves throughout the rest of the match. Clark to take the corner kick. It's a good header. And the shot. And it's wide. Another missed opportunity for the Jamaicans. Puerto Rico survive. You wonder if Puerto Rico can sustain this kind of barrage. It's going to be a lot if they're able to do it. You'll have to give them credit if they can. But it is a lot. A misplaced pass by Captain Torres. Brown. He takes a shot. It's a shot. Oh no, it's under the goalkeeper. My goodness. It is not the goal you want to concede. But Brown is able to get this one on target. You have to admit they haven't tested the goalkeeper. That's the first real shot the goalkeeper's had to save. And that ball squeaks under Colon. It's a shot from well out. He just did not get himself down in time. Substitution made for Puerto Rico. Number 6, Sebastian Rivera is off. And the number 14, Jose Diaz Ayala, he is on. I was just saying, can Puerto Rico survive this barrage? And there they go conceding. And there's a free kick on the far side. And the referee shows the yellow card. But Jamaica back on the score sheet. It was a textbook run by Brown. He was able to muscle off the defender. He got ahead of steam. He took a shot from way out, from about 25 meters out. The goalkeeper, Colon, he got his hands to it, but it slipped under his body and it went in. You don't score if you don't take shots, and that's what Brown did. It's 1-1 here in the 54th minute. The free kick. The header! Oh, what a fantastic save! What a fantastic save by Spence. Brilliant. Spence playing his part. A beautiful cross met with a sublime header. And that header came from number 5, Elian Efrain Feliz. But he seemed to have sustained the knock as well. It looked like if heads clashed. But it was a fantastic save from Marco Dean Spence. Jamaica almost going behind immediately after scoring, except for the heroics of their goalkeeper. The replay The header. Spence with the strong hand, getting it up and over the crossbar. Fantastic save yet again. He's admittedly been the busier of the two goalkeepers. He's made a few saves in the first half that were critical saves, where Puerto Rico would have had the run of the play. But this time around, Jamaica would have scored. They would have had a bit of the momentum. Puerto Rico came right back. The free kick from the far side, it met Feliz's head, and Marco Dean Spence, the goalkeeper from Jamaica, what a save. Jamaica has not been able to deal with these free kicks or corner kicks for this entire match so far. Here they deal with another one. And again, Jamaica not dealing with it very well. But it ends up in the hand of Spence. Spence with a long ball. Is this going to be? Oh, and it's a touch. It's a tough touch from Brown. Kelvin DJ Brown, the man that scored the goal for Jamaica, almost gave an assist to his goalkeeper. Probably deserved it after that save. Henry gets to it first. Jamaica playing with a bit of spring in their step. Small, taking a run down the line. He still has it. He's looking up for it. He tries to get across and it's blocked. And that ball is headed out by Kelvin O'Brown. It's a throw-in for Puerto Rico on the far side. And the goalkeeper for Puerto Rico, Martin Perez Colon, he is down now. He needs treatment. At least it seems so. He would have sustained a bit of a knock in the first half. I think that knock would have come from Carlando Morris. This time around, I'm not sure if Brown ran into him. I don't think so. But this game has gotten a bit physical. There have been a few cards in this match. You have to wonder if the physicality of the Jamaicans is kind of taking its toll against the Puerto Ricans. They're playing a very tough team in Jamaica. They're very physical. One just has to look at Carlando Morris and Kelvin DJ Brown, and you get to realize that you're not going to be in for a very easy match when you play against Jamaica. But Puerto Rico has been holding their own. They've been playing very well. It's just a question now of, can they sustain everything that they've achieved so far? Jamaica losing the ball. And here comes Puerto Rico again. That's a very good turn by Haidian Hame, the number 3. Oh, but this is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is an opportunity. Jamaica, and it's an opportunity, and it's a shot. Is it still going to be a goal? Yes, it is. Puerto Rico playing dangerous football. Lost possession in the middle of the field. And the goal by the man Hussey.
Number 10. Jamaica now leads 2 goals to 1.
You have to admit, the question was, could Puerto Rico sustain this defensive effort? That was some good work
Out is number 5.
by DJ Brown. We just talked about the physicality of the Jamaicans. Brown, using some of that, he was able to go past the captain. Torres was trying desperately to find a way to get DJ Brown from building momentum. He wasn't able to do it. And here we come, Jamaica again. Clark. He has no one in the box. He tries to play it back, but it doesn't get through. Oh, that's some good skill. That's some good skill by Julian. He's playing the ball, but it doesn't get through. Jamaica seems to have found their rhythm. He's done well. That was frame. Davion Clark. And that's a ball played way to the opposite side. Only to Torres. Torres has been definitely one of the players for Puerto Rico. He's worked really hard, but he really just couldn't stop that freight train called DJ Brown. Puerto Rico getting that ball. It's a good idea on the turn. And here goes the battle there. Jamaica just about gets it out. Hussey, the goal scorer, to put Jamaica up 2-1. And that's a good ball, but it was cut up by Martinez. Oh, and that was a opportunity for a 1-2 combination, but the run didn't continue. And that's a good ball being played to Calando Morris. Calando Morris. He gets it. He gets past 1. He gets past 2. He gets the ball to Brown. Brown still looking for the shot. He still has it. No, he doesn't. And Puerto Rico survive. Just about survives. The physicality of the two big men up front, Calando Morris and DJ Brown, starting to tell a bit. And it's a cross deflected out of bounds. It's a throw-in for Jamaica. We're into the 63rd minute of the match. Brown in some bit of discomfort. He's really and truly been going full steam ahead since coming on, and been a major contributor to the goals that have been scored. Brown would have gotten the first goal, a shot from about 25 meters out that would have squeaked under the goalkeeper for Puerto Rico, Colon. And then it was his run that was able to get the ball after a bit of a couple deflections or so. He was able to power his run. The opportunity presented itself. The ball spilled to Hussey, and Hussey was able to put the ball in the back of the net. The throw-in. And here comes Puerto Rico. And that pass that was played by Cedeno did not get to its intended destination, to his teammate number 9, Diaz. Puerto Rico trying to figure out how best to get behind this Jamaica defense now. They had worked so hard for all this time. That goal that was scored, that first goal, definitely took a little bit out of them. But they've been a tough team to play against. French Guiana would know. And it's a free kick, it's a foul, And it's a yellow card. And the player to pick up that card, I'm not seeing his number just yet. We'll probably hear it over the speakers in a few hours. When I get the information, I'll pass it on to you. Jamaica going down 1-0. They were down 1-0 in the first half. 35th minute penalty. They've now rebounded to take a 2-1 lead. Goals by DJ Brown and Hussey. The cross, well headed. Frame tried to get that. Diaz. He gets it back. Oh, but I was just behind him. Jamaica starting to crowd that midfield, not allowing Puerto Rico to get themselves forward. Oh, that's some good play by Julian. But they haven't cleared their lines as yet. Oh, Brown with the shot! And he misses to the far post. Jamaica had an opportunity to seal this match. They won the ball on the far side. They got the ball to Brown. And he scuffed the shot. And the ball trickled wide. Goal kick for Puerto Rico. Not the best of goal kicks. And there's a foul against Clark. Jamaica with a spring in their step. They really and truly made some adjustments. I think they were a bit more direct. Brown and Morris became the targets for Jamaica. Brown in particular. Once he gets going, it's very, very, very difficult to stop him. The captain for Puerto Rico, Torres, he found that out. He wasn't able to stop him on that second goal. He didn't score it, but it was his run that really and truly caused the problem. And that ball is cleared out of bounds by Puerto Rico. It's a throw-in very close to the half line on the near side. Clark plays that ball to Henry. Frame. He's in a battle. He's still in a battle. That's a good ball being played, but it's into the box. And Marco Dean Spence. You have to give credit to Marco Dean Spence. He made some critical saves. 2 in the first half. Oh, but this could be trouble. Is this going to be opportunity? Brown! No, he puts it high over the crossbar. For those who are wondering, yes, he was in an offside position, but the last touch came from the defender and the header, and he was in. He should have put that away. It's probably the third goal he should have had for the half. He has been instrumental for 2. But Puerto Rico presses on. The referee calls back the throw. Julian. That's a good long throw. Just kicked out of bounds. Not very well played out. Julian, that's a very good throw from Julian. And Jamaica clear their lines. Is going up for a throw-in. We're into the 70th minute. Jamaica holding on. Brown. He's able to get it to Clark. Clark with a beautiful ball to Morris. Morris! And that's a well defended on the far side by Jaime. Jamaica trying to see this match out. They've had a tough task in dealing with Puerto Rico. Morris was able to get that ball down, but Jaime got there, defended it, put it out for a corner for Jamaica. There are 4 minutes of stoppage time remaining in this match. An entertaining match. Fans on the edge of the seat. Here comes the corner kick. The header. Oh no, this could be, is it going to be a goal? Yes, it is. Puerto Rico. Their resistance is about to become futile. Jamaica scoring the 3rd goal of the match. The header wasn't dealt with. The goalkeeper, Colon, would have spilt it. Calando Morris got the head onto it. And there's that man, DJ Brown, with the finish. What can you say? Jamaica, they've had to work hard. Puerto Rico definitely put them to the sword. Jamaica were down 1-0 in the first half. Then, just as we expected, and I think everyone expected it, to be quite honest, they put on DJ Brown, and the world of difference was made at that point. 2 players on top, probably the biggest physical presences that they could have. And Jamaica coming from a goal down to score 3 goals unanswered. The last one.
The goal was scored by number 20, Kelvin Brown.
Coming in the last minute of the match. 3-1 is the score. And you have to think, that's it. The curtains have come down on the show for Puerto Rico. They're going to have one last stand, but it's a lot to ask of this team. They haven't really been able to get anything going on the attacking end, and anything that they tried was snuffed out. Spence, especially with that fantastic save about midway in the second half. But here they come again. Jaime, he loses the ball. And that ball is cleared down the field. Here's the captain in battle with Brown. Puerto Rico again, trying to get forward. They don't have much time. And their player, their teammate is down. It's been a pretty physical encounter. It's not necessarily that Jamaica kind of brought on the additional physicality, but they were able to take some domination in this match with a couple of substitutions. Coming off, number 3 for Jamaica, Hussey, and number 15, Hanniford, is on. And off for Jamaica, number 5, Small, and coming on, number 16, Malik Wellington. Jamaica just trying to make sure they get over the line without too much more damage being inflicted. Making sure they hold on to some bodies. They've really had to work hard. Puerto Rico did push Jamaica. In fact, after the first 6 minutes in the first half, Puerto Rico, you can argue, was the better of the 2 teams, and they definitely earned, and I think deservingly so, a goal from a penalty kick by Wilfredo Reyes Rivera in the last minute of the match, of the first half. Here comes this And it's played out of bounds. And then in the second half, Jamaica turned it up a notch, made a few adjustments, forced Puerto Rico on the back foot. You could sense that Jamaica was beginning to pick up a head of steam. The first goal by DJ Brown, maybe a fortunate one. The goalkeeper wasn't able to properly collect it, squeezed underneath him, and he was able to get it in. Then the second goal from Hussey was a bit more of the same, if you will. Where Brown was able to power himself through and cause a lot of problems to Puerto Rico. And then the third one off the corner kick, it wasn't dealt with. The goalkeeper for Puerto Rico made a save off a Calando Morris header, but there was DJ Brown to put the ball in the back of the net. 3-1 is the score. And it's, you have to admit that you can't see a way back for Puerto Rico right now. We're probably down to seconds, maybe a minute in this match. We're already deep into stoppage time. Clark to take this free kick. It's cleared. And that is it. That is it. Jamaica. They had to earn this one. And they did. Puerto Rico went up 1-0 in the first half. A goal, a penalty kick in the 35th minute. But Jamaica in the second half came storming back. That man, Kelvin DJ Brown, he was the big difference in this match. He scored 2 and pretty much assisted with 1. Jamaica 3, Puerto Rico 1. Jamaica moves on to the Tier 1 group final. Very well deserved by Jamaica. Puerto Rico pushed them. They made it very difficult. This was the penalty. And Reyes Rivera was calm and put it away from the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper went the opposite direction. But Jamaica, they never stopped playing. And this would be the goal. The shot taken. And it spilled underneath Colon. A very unfortunate goal, but it has to be deemed as a goalkeeper error. The physical presence of Brown starting to tell in this match. The shot, maybe the goalkeeper was unsighted, but in truth, he probably should have made that save. And the second goal, Brown powering through the Puerto Rico defense. He really and truly made it incredibly difficult, very testing for Puerto Rico. And that was the finish by Hussey. And at that moment, you figured Jamaica was well on the way to securing a win. And then the final goal, the header, saved by Colon, but there again was DJ Brown to clean up the header from Calando Morris. The two big men up front doing the job for Jamaica, earning the Reggae Boys a trip to the final of this Caribbean Football Union Under-14 Challenge Series. The supporters for Puerto Rico giving their team a lusty round of applause. But they are out. It's Jamaica that moves on. Coming up next, the second match of this tournament. Trinidad and Tobago, the host, playing against French Guiana. Again, sets up for a very interesting challenge. That match starts in about 25 minutes. Don't go anywhere, there's more to come right here at the Dwight York Stadium in Bacolod, Tobago. CFU Under 14 Challenge Series. Trinidad and Tobago versus French Guiana coming up next. Scan this app now and take our spectator survey for a chance to win a special merchandise package. Prizes include Sport TT Notepad, Visit Trinidad Drawstring Bag, I Choose Sport t-shirts, and more. Scan this app now. The Caribbean Football Union would like to thank the Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, Sport TT, I Choose Sport, Powerade, Subway, and Blue. TT, the official ground transport provider for the 2024 CFU Boys Under 14 Challenge Series coordinators hosted in Trinidad and Tobago.
It doesn't matter if you speak English or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
Welcome to the Evolved Cable and Wireless business with a fresh look and solutions that empower you.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Bob, I know it's dangerous, but you're the only one who can unite the people.
You ready, Bob?
No guns can stop this